Today, we're going to talk about something that every delegating nurse should be paying attention to: red flags during caregiver competency checks. You've done the initial training, you've walked them through the tasks, but how do you know that they're really ready? And more importantly, how do you spot the subtle signs that they might not be? Let's start with one of the most common red flags: hesitation or uncertainty. When a caregiver seems unsure during a return demonstration or can't walk you through the task without prompting, that's a clear signal that they're not ready. It's okay to be nervous, but consistent hesitation, especially when it comes to tasks like medication administration or insulin injections, is a safety concern. Always pause and revisit the steps if they can't explain what they're doing and why. Another red flag is skipping steps or rushing through the task. Sometimes caregivers want to show you they know it by doing everything quickly, but speed can hide mistakes. If they skip hand hygiene, fail to verify the client's name, or miss a documentation step, then you need to slow them down. Remind them that the goal is safe, accurate care. You also want to watch out for the "I've done this for years" attitude. Experience can be helpful, but overconfidence is risky, especially if it leads to shortcuts. A caregiver who resists your teaching, insists they don't need a refresher, or dismisses your feedback might not be open to correction. That attitude can lead to real harm down the line if they're unwilling to follow your guidance. Then there are nonverbal cues. If the caregiver seems distracted, disinterested, or irritable during your training, it might mean they're overwhelmed, burnt out, or just not taking the task seriously. Delegated tasks are a legal responsibility. They need to be treated that way. If they're not engaged in the competency check, they probably won't be engaged in the actual care either. Another big one is when they can't answer simple "what if" scenarios. I will often ask, "What would you do if the client refuses the med?" Or "What if the blood sugar is 52?" If they freeze, shrug, or give a confused answer, I know I need to step back and reinforce critical education. Demonstrating true competency and understanding is about recognizing when something is off and knowing what to do. So, what do you do when you see one of these red flags? First, don't panic and don't shame. Redirect, retrain, and clarify. Sometimes the issue is simple. Maybe they didn't understand your teaching style or just needed more time. Other times it's more serious. If they continue to show unsafe behavior or poor understanding after retraining, it may be time to withhold delegation and let the provider or the facility know. Also, don't forget to document your findings. Make a note of what you saw, how you addressed it, and what the outcome was. That documentation protects you and supports your clinical decision-making if you decide the caregiver is not yet competent to perform the task. To wrap up, red flags are not always big, dramatic errors. Often they're small signals that something's not clicking. As delegating nurses, it's our job to catch those signs early, before they lead to bigger problems. Your attention to detail in the training phase could prevent a serious incident later.